Yizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you could tap in and you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. And yes, Kodak Black, you are the topic of discussion, my G. Kodak Black, you are the topic of discussion. So let's get right into it. And you already know, feel what I'm saying? Super Bowl Sunday is approaching. Super Bowl Sunday is approaching. It's getting closer. And with Super Bowl, you got a lot of rappers. You got a lot of actors. You got a lot of celebrities of a whole approaching and entering Los Angeles. Now, we already seen it coming. You feel what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot of vultures out. It's going to be a lot of jackers, a lot of shooters, a lot of gang members outside. You feel me? And they're going to be waiting outside these parties. You feel what I'm saying? They're going to be waiting outside these parties. They're going to be waiting outside these events. They're going to be checking the Airbnb, something like they did to Pop Smoke. You understand? Don't get Pop Smoked out there trying to enjoy Super Bowl weekend. And, you know, word is Kodak Black was at Justin Bieber's party. Something went down. The altercation took place. And Kodak Black and a few other people were shot. Now, it's not life-threatening. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be all right. But it's a bigger picture to this. You feel what I'm saying? It's a bigger picture to this. And, you know, I'm surprised Kodak even had enough wherewithal in his body to go to L.A., to make that trip, to make that that pilgrimage to the Los Angeles, to the city of angels. You feel me? Now, you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. We coming from multiple different angles. We coming from multiple different angles. And with that, it segues me into my first angle. You know, nobody forgot what Kodak Black said about Nipsey Hussle. You know, soon after Nipsey Hussle was murdered in front of his store, in front of the Marathon store on Crenshaw and Slauson, you know, Kodak Black was one of the first people to come out and disrespect Nipsey. You feel what I'm saying? He had something to say about Lauren London being available now that Nipsey Hussle was gone, and what he wanted to do to Lauren London. You know what I'm saying? And I'm surprised that Kodak Black thought that people in LA forgot about that. Yeah. He thought that it died down. He thought that it simmered down and that he could slip into the city and he can enjoy the festivities that come with the Super Bowl. But what you got to understand, Kodak, what you got to understand is when you dealing with a real king, I don't even want to say a real N-word, but when you dealing with a real king, Kodak, you can never live that down. You understand? You can never live that down. And I'm going to tell you this, you got out of there lucky. Luckily for you, it's not a R.I.P. Kodak Black. That's lucky for you, because that's what they want. They want you out of here for the things that you said about King Nipsey. The things that you said about the remarks that you made about King Nipsey is what got you hit, believe it or not. And they aiming for you. Yeah, they aiming for you. So, you know, you might want to tread lightly out there in the city of angels before you mess around and become an angel. You know, one thing you young boys is going to learn is accountability. There's no statute of limitation when it comes to accountability. And, you know, you have never been held accountable for the things you said about King Nip. You feel me? It is what it is, man. It's not rocket science. You know what I mean? One thing for sure, two things for certain. You talk down about King Nip, you're going to get your issue, dog. For sure. For sure. So you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. We coming from multiple different angles. Multiple different angles. And yeah, you know, Kodak Black gets shot. But on a higher note, on a deeper level, because it's always deeper than rap. You feel me? All celebrities, all rappers, athletes, actors, whatever, You know, you got to keep your head on the swivel. You got to keep your eyes open at all times when you're moving around LA. You know, one thing I've learned about LA is it's a lot of thirsty gang members. You understand what I'm saying? It's something like the Super Bowl that's bringing so much money to the city, bringing so much traction to the city. With that comes a lot of shooting, a lot of robbing, a lot of plotting, a lot of pop smoke type situations, man. With these Airbnbs, with these after parties, with these day parties. Yeah. It's a lot of people with their eyes on y'all. You feel what I'm saying? And if you're not getting extorted, if you're not paying for protection, you know, it's open season. It's a green light on you. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, it comes with the territory. It comes with the territory. You feel what I'm saying? So when you out there moving about, you know, and you're feeling like you're a civilian in them streets, you gotta know nobody is safe unless you're being extorted, unless you're paying for protection, unless you're checking in. You know how they like to say on the West Coast, man, you gotta check in. You feel what I'm saying? So just know, man, when it comes to these things, when it comes to how you moving in them streets in LA, you might want to think twice. You might want to, you know, keep your eyes open, and you might want to stay strapped. Have some protection on you. Have some fire on you, and be ready to use it at all times. Again, we all saw what happened to Pop Smoke. You feel what I'm saying? You know, and with this situation, I'm not going to make it a long one. This is not going to be long and drawn out. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is, and it was what it was. And one thing for sure, and two things for certain. If you don't check in, you're liable to check out. I'm going to say that one more. If you don't check in, get extorted and check in, you liable to check out dealing with LA right now, man. So keep your head on the swivel and keep your eyes open at all times, man. I'm not going to make this a long one, so you already know how we do here at Grown Man Business TV. You know what I mean? You can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottle. Straight, raw, pure, uncut. Nothing stepped on. No extras, no adjectives, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing, and we ain't dressing nothing up. We giving it to you straight raw. Straight raw at all times. And yes, Kodak Black, he was shot. Feel me? Along with a couple of his associates. You feel what I'm saying? You know, he outside of Justin Bieber's party. You know, getting shot at a Justin Bieber's party is already a story in itself. You know what I'm saying? It's the wildest thing to catch some bullets outside or inside of a Justin Bieber you know, party, event. You understand what I'm saying? But again, like I said, it's called accountability. And you know, Kodak Black, you hadn't been held accountable for the things you said about King Nip. You got to know, niggas was waiting for you to pull up in the city, dog. They was waiting for you. Nobody, I'm talking about, they was foaming at the mouth when they heard you touch down. So just count your blessings, man. Be happy that you ain't lose your life trying to party with Justin Bieber, you feel me? And next time, man, just, you know, keep your head on the swivel, man. Think twice. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain. You can't live that down, what you said about Nip. There's no way you going to ever move freely in L.A. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. And, you know, at the same time, man, when it comes to the Super Bowl as a whole, you know, it's a free fall. It's a money grab. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of singers. It's a lot of rappers. It's a lot of athletes. It's a lot of actors. It's a lot of celebrities as a whole in LA right now. So you got to know them gang members, man. They foaming at the mouth, man. They hungry. They thirsty. Or they real thirsty. And they going to run down on all the day parties, all the nightclubs, all the events, all the Airbnbs they can get their hands on to hit that big lick. feel me? You might want to be strapped up. You might want to have some fire with you. And you want to keep your head on the swivel and keep your eyes open at all times. All times. Feel what I'm saying? So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.